it. It was the emergence of Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump.
The hired assassin of Jeff Jarrett. A mercenary. That's what Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, is all about. Jarrett joined by his army. You see Team Canada. You see James Mitchell. The rest of the troops in the ring. AMW, Jackie and Gail.
Characters who accomplished what needed to be accomplished at Destination X. Sting is gone again.
Says who, Jarrett?
But this time, it's a little different. You know, after Final Resolution, Stinger left on his own terms. But after Destination X, he left on my terms. So right now, I want to introduce to you a very close personal friend of mine, the final piece of the puzzle, the big bad booty daddy, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
The final piece of the puzzle. In the words of the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett, there can be no denying the impact that this man had this past Sunday at Destination X. Will you ever forget when Scott Steiner took Steve Gordon, he took Sting, and he just tossed him around the ring with those suplexes, and then he locked in that Steiner recliner.
And then he held it there for everybody to take a free pot shot. Every single person in that ring took a free shot at Sting. While Big Papa Pump just held him there, merciless. Nothing that Steve Gordon Sting could do.
Jeff Jarrett's friend. It's a payday. That's what it is. You know it and I know it. Jeff Jarrett brought in Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump, as his hired assassin, but you can't deny how effective that strategy was at Destination X.
Oh, the timing was perfect for Jeff Jarrett. When Scott Steiner came out there, as Sting had already cleaned the ring, and in his mind, he'd done what he came to do. And then that man right there.
Uh-oh.
Blindsided.
Well, we handed him a microphone.
So
this could be dangerous.
TNA. You see, I've been watching TNA for a long time, and I've been watching what TNA management has been doing. I've been watching who they've been hiring, but you know what? They never called me. I watched them hire guys like Rhino. That's what I think of Rhino. And I still watch them hire two fat, out of shape, backyard wrestlers who call themselves Team 3D.
Backyard wrestlers?
Well, listen here, you two fat, roly-polies. This is what a champion looks like. And if I looked as bad as you guys did, I would have stayed in the backyard.
Disrespect there.
And then they hire some guy from Canada called Christian.
Some guy?
Christian, let me give you a little reality check. You see that vein in that arm right there, boy? That vein right there is as big as your arm. That arm, that's as big as your leg. And remember this, you're only one bitch slap away to become an ex-champion.
Oh, I hope they got their finger on the button in the truck.
But the last guy that they hired, the last guy that team management went out and got, that flipped me out, discombobulated my brain, and sent me into a frenzy. He ain't coming, he's afraid like Sting. See, when they hired Sting, they rolled out the red carpet, they wined and dined Sting, and said that he was going to be the new face of TNA. Well, I'm standing here in this ring tonight. I ask you two questions. Where is the new face of TNA? And where is Sting? Well, Sting, he's running scared. And I'm the new face of TNA. You see, I found out why TNA management wasn't calling me. Because they heard I had a bad attitude. That I resented authority. And I had a bad problem with people.
Well, they've been paying attention.
Well, that's right. I've been arrested. I've been jailed. I've been put in lockdown and solitary confinement. And I apologize for nothing. Right here. It's a new day in TNA. We are the new face of TNA. And wherever Jeff Jarrett goes, I go. You got a problem with Jeff Jarrett? You got a problem with me, the big bad booty daddy.
He says it's a new day and a new era, but he's also calling out TNA management. Let's send it to the back. Jeremy Borash with Larry Zbyszko from the Championship Committee.
You know, at Final Resolution, I came and it was exactly what I said it was. It was my final resolution. It was, to me, the perfect night. 5 years earlier, wrestling ended the way it ended, so to be back and to be in front of those fans again and to hear the roar of the crowd and the smell of the arenas and everything that I talked about that night, I meant what I said. I mean, the electricity was flowing and, you know, I didn't want anything to wreck that. Didn't want anything to taint it, but something did taint it. And that's why at Destination X I had to come back. Because they stepped over the line. That is, Jeff Jarrett stepped over the line. My family was being filmed. I mean, we're talking about everything that is sacred to me. My wife, my 3 kids, 6-year-old daughter. I mean, it's stepping over the line. It's going too far. It's like we've been violated. You know, and the only thing I can say is, unless you've been through it, I could never put into words what it's like. But just imagine the cameras turned on you and seeing your family. Or, you know, Jeff. What about Jeff Jarrett? What about his family? To see him on film for the whole world to see, mocking, making fun. That's why I came back to Destination X with a mission, and that was to get back at Jeff Jarrett, which I did. But I got one-upped. I'll admit it. Sting got one-upped. In order for TNA to succeed, the cancer that is growing here needs to be cut away. The nucleus of that cancer is obviously Jeff Jarrett. He needs to be removed. I've been in some serious talks with TNA, and I've asked them if I could be reinstated. They've said yes, they will reinstate me, but part of my being reinstated, what I wanted to see happen was a special match. So as I was licking my wounds and healing over the beating that I took at Destination X, I started to ponder a little bit. And I started to remember times past when I wanted to get revenge. War games, you remember war games. How about 6 sides of steel, 1 ring? Instead of 2, no place to run, no place to hide. We're talking about 1 ring, 6 sides of steel. And if I have my way, there's going to be a ceiling on the top of that thing. Because I know Jeff will be the first one to try to get out, squirm his way out. But he's not going to get out. What I want to see happen is a few weapons. I don't know, baseball bat or 2. Well, I don't want to give away too much, but just weapons that will be hanging from the ceiling. So as part of my reinstatement, Jeff Jarrett must take this match. He has to make this happen. He has one of 2 choices. He's either going to do that, he's either going to wrestle in this match, or he's going to have to walk away from wrestling. Jeff can go out and get his army, or his group of delinquents, and I'll go get my army. And I hope he doesn't think he's the only one in the world with speed dial. Oh, by the way, Mike, you need to get Jeff a message. You tell him Steve Borden's not coming to lockdown. You tell him Sting's coming to lockdown.
What is Scott Steiner? It's not only Scott Steiner, but it's Jeff Jarrett as well. You're going to get a war, huh? So
Here tonight, quit hiding in California.
you accept this challenge, is that right?
We don't have to wait for legal lockdown.
Really?
No.
Just
Hey, I've got a mercenary. He wants to get a team together. I'll get We'll get it to you.
You don't need to wait till Lethal Light. I tell you what, we've got a tag team match to get. Introduce the Naturals. Introduce them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest. Mr. John Lockdown. Introducing first.
I got it. You accept this challenge.
37 pounds. Andy Douglas and Chase Stevens. They are Naturals.
The former NWA.
Away from family. How you want to see him again?
Right. It's Scott Steiner. That's all you can say. Wait a minute. Jarrett and Steiner are headed to the ring. This is not a scheduled match. The Naturals were sent for tag team action. Scott Steiner, the hired mercenary of Jeff Jarrett. Just, God, that's okay. Try and regroup here. Oh, God. Andy Douglas tossed overhead by Big Papa Pump. Jarrett, repeated shots for Chase Stevens. They busted this match. The hired assassin of Jarrett, Scott Steiner, laying out. Oh, man, there goes Chase Stevens. Steiner's got Andy Douglas up.
Look at how this words of Sting has rattled these guys, and they're trying to make a point. I'm still trying to get over everything that just happened here at the tables. They're busting these guys up.
We don't have to wait for Lethal Lockdown.
Now, you don't have to wait till Lethal Lockdown. Steiner's got
wait
a
a minute.
chair.
No!
He's done.
Oh, man!
Kid's defenseless. Andy Douglas just drilled with the steel chair. He had his arms on wrapped around that steel post.
This is absolutely brutal.
This man-
is uncalled for.
Big
And
Papa
now they're
Pump.
beating him up right on
He's
the floor.
uncontrollable.
This is uncalled for.
He's extraordinary. God, stop him.
Oh, look at this.
Absolutely uncontrollable.
Bring it in, John.
Once they realized that Sting was coming back, they snapped. They snapped.
It's on Sting's hands.
Come on back,
Really?
I'm not done with you!
All right. We're going to need some help from the back. Let's get out of this. Andy Douglas has been severely hurt. Stop him. Stop this guy. Thank you very much, Dynamite. That is huge news. Sting here tonight in the Impact Zone. Jeff Jarrett, have you heard? Sting is here tonight.
Would I look like a deaf mute, Borash? Of course I know Sting's in the house. And he's back to his old ways, dictating to TNA management. He wanted to be reinstated, and they reinstated him. He wanted a match at Lockdown. He wanted to call the match Lethal Lockdown, where the ceiling lowers and weapons are hung from the cage. Well, that's okay. He may be able to dictate to TNA management, but we're going to dictate to him. 8-man war. It's going to happen at Lethal Lockdown, and you're looking at our team. America's Most Wanted. They're defending the belts tonight against the James Gang, the most successful tag team in all of professional wrestling over the last 3 years. And then to cap our team off, Big Papa Pump, the genetic freak, the man with the largest arms and the shortest fuse in professional wrestling. Sting, the mind games are over. They're finished. Before this night's over, me and you are going to come up face to face.
You know, Boris, I still haven't heard from TNA management. And Big Papa Pump don't wait for nobody. The longer I wait, the more people are going to get hurt around here.
Yeah.
We'll see Sting later on tonight.
World Tag Team title match and Sting here tonight in the Impact Zone. It's going to be a wild one. Backstage, Jeff Jarrett, it's getting late in the night.
Shut up, Borash. I don't like to wait. Big Papa certainly doesn't. We're headed to the ring, and we're calling Sting out.
Shut up!
Here comes Jarrett's Army. They're going to call Sting out.
Wait a minute. Listen to the crowd.
Oh, my God.
Can you believe this?
Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner. This is Jarrett's backup. Scott Steiner was Jarrett's mystery man.
I'll admit it. Sting got one up.
My God, Big Papa Pump. Big Papa Pump is in TNA.
So as I was licking my wounds and healing over the beating that I took at Destination X,
Now look at the beatdown they're doing right now on Steve Morton.
I started to ponder a little bit.
And now the Wolves attacking Sting.
And I started to remember times past.
And one shot after another.
When I wanted to get revenge. War games. You remember war games. How about 6 sides of steel? 1 ring. Instead of 2, no place to run, no place to hide. We're talking about 1 ring, 6 sides of steel. And if I have my way, there's going to be a ceiling on the top of that thing. Because I know Jeff will be the first one to try to get out, squirm his way out. But he's not going to get out. What I want to see happen is a few weapons, I don't know, baseball bat or two. Well, I don't want to give away too much, but just weapons that will be hanging from the ceiling. So as part of my reinstatement, Jeff Jarrett must take this match. He has to make this happen. He has one of two choices. He's either going to do that, he's either going to wrestle in this match, or he's going to have to walk away from wrestling. Jeff can go out and get his army, or his group of delinquents, and I'll go get my army.
Here comes the leader of Jarrett's army, the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett, accompanied to the ring by the NWA Tag Team Champions, America's Most Wanted, plus the hired mercenary, Steiner.
I have never been more afraid than I was last week when he had me by the tie, basically just picking me up and hanging me here at the table. That is the scariest individual I've ever seen.
We know Sunday, April 23rd at the Lockdown pay-per-view, this is Jarrett's team to face Sting's Warriors in the Lethal Lockdown matchup. Jarrett's got a microphone. I think we're about ready to hear from the King of the Mountain.
Sting, I'm tired of waiting. Sting, AMW is tired of waiting. Big Papa Pump is tired of waiting. You're looking at the four men that are ready to go to battle at Lethal Lockdown. And we don't have to wait for Lethal Lockdown. Let's get it on tonight. Sting, the mind games are over right now.
Wow, calling out Sting and lights out in the impact zone.
Jarrett, the mind games are not over. They have just begun.
Rhino and the James Gang.
There ain't a sane brain between the three of you. Because from the looks of it, there's three of you and four of us. And those numbers just don't add up for you boys.
Jeff Jarrett.
Whoa!
Yo, Jeff.
The truth!
Chase Stevens and Shark Boy in the crowd.
Of all of these people in here, and speaking on the behalf of myself, we all have had enough. If you feel me, stand up and say what's up. What's up?
Yeah, with Norman smiling.
What's up?
Everybody's saying, what's up, Jarrett?
What's up?
What's up?
Now you can get with this, or you can get with that. You better come get with this, cause this is where it's at. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Cut the rap
What's up?
This ain't about no funny games. This ain't no rap concert. I don't know what's up, but I do know what's down. And that's gonna be Scott Steiner kicking
What's
your
up?
teeth down your throat.
What's up?
Ron Killings, this ain't no fun and games. This is another war.
Jarrett.
Oh!
You want a war? Well, you're gonna get one.
AJ Styles,
Tonight.
Sanjay Dutt,
Well, come on
Jay
down
Lethal,
here,
Chris
AJ.
Sabin. They said you
There's
want a
nothing but
war.
air
You've
between
got a
us.
war.
I mean, the numbers
Come on,
are
AJ
coming out
Styles.
everywhere.
Come on, Ryan Killings. Bring them on. Bring them on.
And there he
Bring 'em
is!
on.
There he
Bring 'em
is!
on.
Right behind him! Sting! And he's cleaning out! Oh, he's got the bat! One right after the other! Oh!
We promised you that Sting would be live in the Impact Zone, and he's cleaning house. And oh, here comes Alex Shelley as well. Eric Young in the ring. Jarrett on the receiving end of the baseball bat shot.
You can see Eric Young wants no part of it as he leaves the ring. And look at Sting, just absolutely letting every one of them have it. Wow!
Oh, wait a minute. Big Papa Pump. Scott Steiner caught him from the side. Now Jarrett from behind. Look at this. Jarrett, Steiner, Bobby Roode, AMW with the beatdown, and Sting's got to fight back.
He's just outnumbered by too many. Wait a minute, here comes Rhino. Here comes the James Gang. Everybody's hitting the ring. It's become a war. Jarrett, you wanted a war. Well, you got a war. Look at that as they've just cleaned house.
Look at the support for Sting. Jarrett and his army bail out. Oh, it looks to me like Sting has plenty partners. April 23rd at Lethal Lockdown. And get ready for this. Next week, Sting speaks live in the Impact Zone.
Baby!
Is that Steiner's music?
What do you think it is?
Fellas, I'm late. It's time to go.
What do you mean? Where's he going?
I don't know, but he saw what happened to me. Last time Scott Steiner came down here and he wanted no part. Wait a minute. Jeff Jarrett here is joining us.
You two guys make me sick out here. You sound like two auctioneers. This is what a team looks like. This is on Sting's hands today.
We've got a scheduled match
I
here.
could care less. Does it look like Big Papa could care about a stinking tag match?
He injured Andy Douglas of the Naturals.
You
2
darn
weeks
right
ago.
he did, and he's
put him
going
on
to
the-
take somebody out right here. This is on Sting's hands. This is on TNA manager's hands. They don't want to show their face. They need to come tell Big Papa to his face. You hear that, D-Dub?
Oh, I mean, this
You're
is
sitting over
unfair.
here selling like an auctioneer. Sting's in the house. Sting speaks. I'm so sick and tired of hearing that. At Lethal Lockdown, that ceiling's going to come down, and we're going to have weapons, and we're going to wear that team out, whoever it may be.
This is your army in action right here.
This is exactly right. That's what's going to happen. Look at Big Papa. A genetic freak. A genetic freak tonight.
Scott Steiner, much like he did a couple of weeks ago to Andy Douglas of the Naturals. He's got Norman Smiley. Oh, just drilled him to the mat with that
The
belly to
largest
belly.
arms and the shortest fuse. That's
Yeah.
what Big Papa's all about right
we
there.
all know about that.
Take it to him.
Out.
Take it to him. Take it to him, Big Papa.
This is just a demolition.
Make them carry him out of here tonight.
Oh, man.
They're going to look at this.
Oh, no.
Look at this.
Not the
Wear him
tail.
out. Yeah.
Oh, man. Right
Yes,
on the
sir.
rail.
That's what a team looks like.
Oh, that's just wrong.
A genetic freak.
AFW.
Sit down,
Holding
Conwell.
Smiley.
Sit
And
down.
then sick chair. Look at this. He broke
Slap
in the
it
chair.
on. Slap it on. The Steiner recliner.
I don't know.
TNA management doesn't want to give him a contract. They give one to Rhino. 3D. The list goes on and on. They roll out the red carpet for Sting. Well, this is what they're going to get each and every time. We're going to make them get
He's got the Steiner recliner.
You turn right again. He's out. He's as good as toast, like Andy Douglas. Right there is what a genetic freak looks like. The largest arms in the world and the shortest fuse. The largest arms and the shortest fuse. Come on, Sting!
Listen to this crowd. I've never been more amazed than I am when you see the reception that this man commands.
They are standing as one in the Impact Zone. Sting's headed to the ring. He's got the familiar baseball bat, and he's got a microphone in his hand, and I can't wait to hear what he's got to say.
We saw how the people rallied around him last week. He's going to have some tough decisions to make down the line, but it was amazing to see how everybody got behind Sting.
All right, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but just to reiterate just a little bit. You guys know why I came back to wrestling, right? Because I love wrestling. Because I love the wrestling fans. And I love TNA wrestling on Spike TV. It was a bittersweet night at Final Resolution. Sweet because of all the reasons I just gave you. It was bitter though because Jeff Jarrett decided to put everything on film that is important to me in my life. Everything that is sacred to me in my life. My wife, my 2 sons, and my 6-year-old daughter to be plastered on national and worldwide TV. You stepped over the line, Jeff. You see, you made me a little bitter. you got me a little ticked off. And I know that bitterness is a silent killer that slowly kills people. And I knew the only way to get rid of that bitterness was to come back and get my hands on Jeff Jarrett's little throat and then goozle him. Which I did, with a certain satisfaction, I might add. But I'll be straight up. I mean, I got one up that night. The Stinger got one upped because you made sure that you had some artillery. You started bringing people from my past, Scotty, Steiner, Big Papa Pump, to start throwing me around the ring and make me into a human super bomb. But you know what that did? It just shook off a few more layers of rust on this body. It caused the red blood cells to shake loose and get ready to rock and roll once again. The sweet part about it is, being one-upped, that you gotta come back and then you gotta do the one-upping, right? So I talked to TNA management and I asked them for a special match. I asked them for 6 sides of steel right here in Orlando on Spike TV. I asked for 6 sides of steel for the match Beyond. And then to be locked in at lockdown with a ceiling on the top. The sweet part about that is, Jeff, there's no place for you to go once you go in there. There's no place for you to hide, Jeff. And you were stupid by admitting and telling the whole world who was on your team, Jeff. That was pretty lame. I'm not going to announce who's on my team just yet. I'm going to save it for a special night. Next Thursday night, because we've got a special night, our first night, Thursday night on Spike TV. We don't have to wait till lockdown, Jeff. So I'm throwing a challenge out to you, Jeff, right now. The Stinger, national TV, Spike, the very first Thursday night. I want you to be right here in the middle of this ring, and I want you to wrestle me.
Oh, we all want that! Oh, we all want that!
What do you say, Jarrett?
So for the time being, ball's in your court, and you have been one up, Jeff. And anyone you send to try to get in my way as an obstacle on that Thursday night, I'm going to chop their legs off. And after I chop the legs off, I'm going to grab your heart and rip it right out of your chest.
Oh, I think we're going to get an answer from the King of the Mountain. Here comes Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, he's bringing back up with him as you see AMW. You see Big Papa Pump coming behind him. And there they are.
This is his army. This is his group for lethal lockdown. Jarrett, America's Most Wanted, and Big Papa Pump. And look at this, they're surrounding the ring. Jarrett directing traffic.
Oh, you can see Sting right there in the ring spinning the man around, saying, come on in. And then look, as the ring is starting to fill up, everybody wants to be a part of Team Sting, and you can see them all coming out there. Oh, it's nice to see the shoe on the other foot. It's nice to see Sting one up Jeff Jarrett.
You cannot miss Impact next Thursday at 11 p.m. Not only will Sting announce his team for lethal lockdown, but Sting returns to the ring. His first match on national TV in 5 years. We'll see a Thursday night on Spike. It's a huge night here on Impact, making his return to national television in the ring for the first time tonight in over 5 years. The man called Sting, and he has made a challenge tonight to Jeff Jarrett in the middle of the ring.
The way that sounds, I just want to be in the middle of it. And yes, I did. Before God and man, I issued a challenge to Jeff Jarrett, and we'll see tonight whether or not he's got the stomach for it. As far as rumor goes, I hear he's spending a lot of time in the bathroom tonight. Isn't that true, Jeff? You are got to be nerved out of your mind. You are more nervous than me, because I'm looking forward to this, pal. And as far as my team and who's on my team, we'll talk about that a little bit later. It's showtime, folks!
Wrestling fans, last week on Impact, Sting made the challenge for tonight. Our very first Thursday Night Impact for his first return to the ring on national television in over 5 years. In fact, Jeff Jarrett, he called you out for this match. How do you wish to respond?
I'll tell you how I'm going to respond, JB. I have never, ever backed down from a challenge. Never. I have always taken matters into my own hands. I have always solved my own problems. And tonight is no different. Sting, I'm going to teach you that you should have never, ever challenged me. I'm going to teach you that you should have stayed in California. Stayed there. And most importantly, I'm going to teach you that you should have never, ever come back to TNA. You know, Sting, you said one thing right tonight. It's showtime. That's right. You darn right. It's showtime. Eric Young, showtime, Eric Young, get up here. I'm going to give you the opportunity of a lifetime. I don't want it. I am going to put you in the match against Sting. You can do it, Eric. Guys, let's hear it. Eric, Eric, Eric. Come on, Eric, you can do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your featured TNA Impact contest. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Team Canada, and accompanied to the ring by Coach Jamore from Ontario, Canada, weighing 221 pounds. Showtime! Go!
I mean, look at that expression. It says it all. The jitters, the fear. He's so jumpy. This kid's going to have to get it together. He's going in the ring to face a legend. One of the greatest this business has ever seen. And it doesn't look like he's mentally prepared for this at all, Mike.
I'm not exactly sure that pep talk from Jeff Jarrett and company really sunk through. Looks to me like Showtime Eric Young is as jittery as ever.
And his opponent from Venice Beach, California, weighing 251 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sting!
You ready to be a part of history? You got the goosebumps? I know you do. They're standing at one of the impact zones. It's the first time that Sting will wrestle on national TV in 5 years. There it is now, and it's on Impact, and it's on TNA.
And it's electric. You can feel the lightning in the building. I mean, everybody on their feet. You are watching history right here. Some people said it would never happen, but there he is, getting in the ring right here on Spike TV.
Sunday, April the 23rd at Lockdown. It's the lethal Lockdown match that, if you think back on, it was the brainchild of Sting. It was his idea to put Jarrett's army against Sting's group of warriors. 2 4-man teams. Yes, it's going to be contested inside the steel cage, inside the 6 sides of steel, but there's more. How about that roof?
You and I got to see it. They're going to drop the roof on top of the gate. No way out. Once lethal lockdown gets started, and that's exactly the way Sting wants it on April 23rd at Lockdown.
Team Canada coach Scott D'Amore still trying to encourage Showtime Eric Young that, yes, he can do it at Lethal Lockdown. It's the 2 4-man teams. We already know that Jeff Jarrett has enlisted Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner and America's Most Wanted. Sting has yet to name his 3 partners as we see D'Amore trying to fire up Eric Young. Uh-oh, wait a minute. You see this? Alex Shelley bringing the paparazzi cam down to ringside. That's what really started getting under Sting's skin.
Oh, that's exactly the wrong thing I think that Eric Young wants to see. Is Sting get even madder, but you can't blame Eric Young. He didn't expect to be in that ring right here tonight. To be in there with an icon like that, to be in there with a legend. And look at him, he's just going to have to find a way to group himself.
They're going to try and regroup. Able to float over as Sting shot him off into the corner. Eric Young, series of right hands. in his face, and looks like Eric Young's totally intimidated.
Everything he tried to do didn't work. And look at that, like it was nothing. Sting just throws Eric Young all the way out of the ring. I mean, literally just picked him up. I give him the bag of chips.
Think about that lethal lockdown match. First two competitors will enter the six sides of steel.
Over the rope. Sting showing his athleticism.
Caught him with the cross-body block. Planted. Showtime Eric Young. Now going to take him by the head. And drive him right into the steel guardrail.
And now look at there. He goes over Alex Shelley. Somebody that you know. He's got a vendetta against after what he did to his man.
He went for the Stinger splash, but Eric Young able to avoid him. And Sting just crashed and burned. Quick commercial break upcoming. Then more of Sting on Impact. Sting one-on-one against Team Canada's Eric Young. And Eric Young during the commercial break has continued the assault that all started when Sting was unable to connect with that Stinger splash and crashed into the steel.
Right there, Scott D'Amore just took a cheap shot on Sting as well. That's exactly what Eric Young needed. Something to go wrong for the man called Sting, and it happened. And look at that. Scoops him up and slams him down.
Think about that lethal lockdown matchup, Don. It's going to be the two four-man teams as we see Young just get a 2 count. First two competitors enter the six sides of steel for 5 minutes. Then, depending on a pre-match coin flip, each team will alternate sending wrestlers inside the cage. And after all 8 men are inside the six sides, and only then, the roof with weapons will lower down onto the top of the cage, and lethal lockdown officially underway. It's Sunday, April the 23rd, and here comes Sting.
Mounting the punches one after another, and then Eric Young takes a shortcut as he rakes the eyes. When you think about lethal lockdown, somebody will have an advantage. Every time that they come in, somebody will have a numbers advantage until they get to 4-on-4. But the good thing is, the match can't end until all 8 men are enclosed with the ceiling and all the weapons, so that you won't see anything but all 8 men inside the ring, and that's when the match really starts.
We know that Jarrett's army will consist of the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, and America's Most Wanted. Sting, I think, playing some mind games with Jarrett, has yet to name his team. And now, Eric Young, he's in trouble. Sting measuring him. Out of the corner, here comes Sting.
Oh, did you see that? Scott D'Amore comes in and takes the blow of force. And then Alex Shelley pops up, but it doesn't matter. Look at Sting as he gives it right there to Eric Young. 1, 2,
Scorpion Death Drop gets the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the winner.
That's the way to return. Oh, wait a minute.
whoa! Alex Shelley hits it from behind, trying to do everything they can to break Sting down in a hole. Look at this, Sting's got him.
Get him in the Scorpion Deathlock. Turn him over, Sting.
Oh, listen to him milk the crowd. Letting him just reverberate through his body. And there he goes.
Oh, think about the payback. The invasion of privacy. Sting's family was put under because of Shelley and his paparazzi cam. Here comes Jarrett with the guitar.
He's got the guitar. Sting doesn't see it. Oh, but he misses. He does see it just in time. And Sting now got what he wanted. He wanted Jarrett in that ring. And he's got him.
Sting gonna take Jarrett and shoot him across. Quick reversal. Sting sent him to the corner. Oh, Sting caught Jarrett when he came rushing in. Caught him with the elbow. Jarrett's got the guitar. Look out.
Here he goes. He's setting up for it. Goes with long. It gives Sting. He gets the bat up just in time and destroys the guitar.
It's the perfect counter. The baseball bat. Stop the guitar. Uh-oh. Here comes AMW. This is part of Jarrett's army at lockdown.
One right after the other. Sting just seems to let him have it with the bat. And there comes Big Papa Pump. And Sting didn't see him as he came in delayed, and that worked in their favor. And now the beatdown.
Oh, it's all 4 members of Jarrett's army with the 4-on-1. And here comes AJ Styles. Here comes Rhino. And here comes London Truth Killings. And they've all got baseball bats.
Boy, you saw Team Jarrett leave in a hurry when they saw the weapons that they came prepared with. All of them got bats. Look at that.
The War Machine, the Phenomenal One, and the Truth all come to the aid of the icon Sting.
Unbelievable how quickly the army of Jeff Jarrett left that ring. And look at the Ford standing tall.
Hey, you children, get back to your mom and dad. Jeff Jarrett, you got your team, and it's quite obvious I got mine.
Whoa! Oh, what a great team! Think about the championships in that ring!
We'll see you in lockdown, little kid.
And it'll be lethal lockdown on the 23rd of April.
Sting just confirmed that that's his team. AJ Styles, Rhino, and the Truth to face Jarrett's Army April 23rd at Lockdown. Wow! And the life out of the Wildcat. Action back in the ring. Oh, what happened there? Well, this brawl right here in front of us. Jeff Jarrett and Brother Runt in the ring. Get him out of here.
What do you ask me to help him? Unbelievable.
Oh, I can't wait for Lockdown this Sunday. It's going to be wild. Think about that lethal Lockdown match, Don. The two four-man teams, Jarrett's Army, Sting's Warriors. We're going to start off with two competitors for 5 minutes, and then they're going to alternate wrestlers.
Well, there's going to be a coin flip that'll be predetermined before the match, and then the guys will alternate, so somebody will have a man advantage. But the match really doesn't start, Mike, until all 8 get in the ring, and that's when the ceiling goes down, and that's when the weapons are in play, and that's when lethal lockdown really begins.
Watch Brother Devon!
Oh, he hits it perfectly on Jeff Jarrett right there. Wow, Team 3D on fire.
You ready to testify? Team 3D, Brother Ray, Brother Devon, and the run of the litter. Brother Runt taking it to Jarrett and AMW.
And they yell, get the tables, and that's what they're going to do. And they're going underneath, but AMW, you've got to keep your eye on them at all times. They're the kind of team that is never down. Oh, what a chair shot right there by Jake Strong on Brother Ray.
You're right, steel chair to the back of Brother Ray. Brother Runt, trying to fight, but he was just bum rushed into the corner by the Wildcat.
That's where that size advantage was just so important right there for Wildcat. Chris Harris able to use it. Now he's going to have to use his speed, but there is the strength of the Wildcat. Going for the catatonic. He hits the catatonic.
Wind him up. Drive him down, but from behind, here comes Brother Devon.
Look at this strength. Oh, man. Plants him right there on the mat.
Oh, super kick by Storm. Right on the chin of Brother Devon. Brother Ray in. Full Nelson sit-out bomb.
And look at him motioning for the King of the Mountain. He wants him. Jarrett reeling, and he goes right into the punches of the Brother Ray.
Series of left hands from Brother Ray. Gail Kim. Gail Kim with the low blow on Brother Ray.
Oh, look at this. Brother Ray, oh, wait a minute. Who's just coming down?
That's Team Canada.
Oh, man.
Eric Young, A1, Bobby Roode coming down as well. Gail Kim down in the ring. Brother Runt and Jarrett squaring off. Rudy Charles, he's totally lost control. The senior official. I mean, how can you control this many people?
That's why I can't wait till this Sunday night. Oh, he just smashed the stick right over the back. Right there. Brother Runt, here comes the stroke.
No, he planted him. Pin to God.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners. America's Most Wanted, Jeff Jarrett.
That's not going to go down this Sunday.
No, not a lockdown.
No, not with the 6 sides of steel in every match.
You're not going to have that interference in those matches because they're locked in the cages this Sunday. And look at the brawl continues. They don't care that the bell's been rung. They're just in a fighting mode right now.
3D and Team Canada battling. That's a little preview of that flag, capture the flag, and the match Sunday. Brother Ray getting the life choked out of him by the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett.
As you're seeing right there, 3 of the 4 members of Jarrett's Army, AMW, with Jeff Jarrett as their honor. Look at that! Coming in the ring, 3 other members of Sting's Warriors. You see the War Machine, Rhino, Brother Drew Killings, and of course the phenomenal AJ Styles.
The 3 men that were handpicked by Sting, they've hit the ring, and now it's advantage. Rhino, Styles, Truth, and 3D.
Oh, the numbers getting turned right there, and we're trying to follow the action. And Gore! Look at the power of the War Machine.
Belly-to-belly suplex for Jarrett. Totally out of control.
the choke slam.
Gonna take him up. Got him throttled. No, threw him down because look who just hit the ring. Here comes the NWA champion, Christian Cage, unloading.
These two are gonna go at it Sunday night, and we can't wait. It's become personal. They included his family, and look at Christian Cage. He's fired up, and he said he's willing to die in that steel cage.
Oh, what a clothesline. Just took that monster to the floor. Jarrett and Rhino square off. King of the Mountain up.
Look at the strength of the War Machine right there. Oh, look at that. Big Papa Pump. Scott Steiner and the War Machine doesn't fail.
Wow. He just drilled him with the lariat. Popped him with the clothesline. Christian and Abyss fighting up the ramp. Big Papa Pump. Scott Steiner's got the War Machine right on a belly to belly.
I'll tell you, it's no small feat. Go, here he comes. Sting. Sting in the ring, and he's just cleaning house right now. This is what you're going to see in Lethal Lockdown. It's Jarrett's Army, Jeff Jarrett, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, America's Most Wanted against Sting's Warriors. Sting, Run the True Killing, the War Machine Rhino, and the phenomenal AJ Styles.
You can't miss it.